Um, Guys, this is my sixth time trying to record this video, so hopefully we can get this review done with at least 10 to 11 minutes. So, before we get started, guys, I'm hoping you're doing well at this moment of this interesting time that we're experiencing. Hope that you guys are trying to entertain yourselves as the best you can, especially for you public schoolers out there who are just like, I don't know what to do. I can't go out and hang out with my friends because we're under quarantine and we're on lockdown and everything. And my county had just announced that we were under a lockdown until April 15th, which is I'm like, okay, so anyway, let's get right into the review. This is episode 20 of our review. I almost said 12. So, we're going to be reviewing Stargirl, and this film was released March 13th of 2020 and is a Disney film. Now, the interesting part about this film is that even though it's a drama, comedy slash romance slash musical film, honestly, I actually enjoyed it, which is surprising because I don't like drama and romance films because they're aimed towards adults. They're over 2 hours. The storyline doesn't make any sense, and everything just flies over your head because you just don't understand. And the entire time you're watching the movie, you're like, "What? I don't understand. That guy just okay." And that's literally what a lot of those romance and drama films do, especially when they're aimed towards adults and they're rated R. But this film is completely different because it's aimed towards teenagers and everything, and a lot of things and the main message is to the message of the film happens to be accept the ones that are different and accept the ones that because of their differences compared to you. Obviously, we're not all the same people. We're different compared to everyone else. I'm 16 years old. I'm into Lego. I'm into Star Wars. I'm into Marvel and everything. I draw and I like music and everything, which the Lego thing, a lot of teenage boys don't have that type of thing, but I just like it because of the creative standpoint of it and the collection and the fact that it's Star Wars. And I love Star Wars. And honestly, during this time frame that we're in, obviously this message is kind of mixed towards a lot of people because of their beliefs and everything. But basically, just to give you a rundown, is basically accept people for their differences. If they're transgendered, they date the same gendered gender that as they are, or something mentally is going on with them because if they're maybe autistic or some like they don't function like every other person, or maybe it's because they have a disfigured face and they're not, or even if they're fat and everything and they're just insecure about it, and especially for the ones that are really skinny and unsecured about it. It's basically to accept the ones who are unsecured and everything. And all the characters are in this film are trying to find their place within this world, and even the popular kids in this story happen to trying to find their place within this world that they're in, this crazy world that they're in. They're just trying to find their place and where they fit in and everything. Stargirl, who is completely different compared to everyone else, is like, she's not even shy. She literally goes up to the boy that she likes and sings him happy birthday. And then Leo and Stargirl eventually became good friends and everything. They get to know each other. And eventually they start on a dating relationship, a first time dating relationship for the both of them, which is relatable to a lot of teenagers who are going through that time frame to where they're dating someone for the first time. And they're just going down this road, just seeing where it leads and everything, which is really cool. Now, obviously, I'm not down that road yet. I'm currently at the stoplight at that point. I'm like at the stop sign and I cannot move. So, yeah, that sucks for me. So that's not relatable to me whatsoever. But Stargirl is homeschooled and everything, which is really cool. Well, Leo was in a school band and plays the trumpet, which was me. As well, so I get two things that I like about both of them. which are relatable to me, and they both like music, so I get two things that the both of them like that I like. So I was like, that's dope, but dope is not dope. Okay, so um, now obviously I'm not gonna go through the entire film, but stuff happens and everything. Um, the school ends up winning, almost winning their first football season in a very long time until Stargirl leaves off with the other team, one of the other team players, who happens to have a sprained ankle, a sprained leg, no, sprained, not spread, sprained leg. And the school hates her because of what she did it. She gets interviewed about it a week later. A week later and everything, and the school still happens to hate her. The popular girl ends up saying that she's selfish because of the fact that she is being so nice and everything, because her brother was heartbroken when Stargirl ended up fixing his bike and leaving it on the driveway of their house. He was heartbroken, the father was pissed off, she was confused, the mother was confused as well why it was even back here. And at this point, the boy, now, the reason why she fixed it is because she cares about other people and the things that they like. But this boy had gotten in a car accident, and the father was insisting that he gets a bike so that way he can be like every boy, because every boy should eventually learn how to ride a bike, and everything. And I was just like, wow, and everything. Like, that was just so shocking. Like, I never thought, like, someone who could be so nice could end up being so selfish and everything. And Stargirl gets upset and everything, and eventually we found out her real name, which I was just like, okay, we find out her real name, but the name that we know her by isn't Stargirl, which I was like, okay, can we move on now? Because apparently someone had asked her what is her real name and everything, and she reveals her real name and everything, and then she gets questioned by a lot of the other students. And then, so she runs off and everything. Leo hops in his car, goes looking for her, and ends up saying that they could fix this and everything, and they could find some way to fix it and everything. And then Stargirl ends up going through the state to where she's like, maybe you just can't fix everything and everything, because now that she's been called selfish and everything and has been blamed for everything for literally over a month at this point, she's just like, well, maybe everything can't be fixed. And Leo tries to give her the motivation, being like, we can fix this, we can figure out what to do and everything, we can convince them that and you are doing the right thing. And then eventually Leo goes to that point to where he's like, why can't you just be like every other girl and everything? Stargirl takes that personally, and then we go jump a week later and everything. Stargirl hasn't showed up to school for a while, and then we get to see Stargirl in her full new look and everything. She looks like a normal girl and everything. She acts like a normal girl. She dresses like a normal girl, and she has a phone like every normal girl would do, every normal teenager would have, and everything. And eventually they go on to this little school county like competition, to where they give like the best motivational speech. Was I was like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? Like, I didn't even know that schools do that. I don't even think that schools do that. If they do, like, what? Like, why do you do that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess that was a cool way, because of her motivational speech and everything was really cool and everything, basically saying that you should cherish life and everything, and do things like you normally wouldn't do, like go out into the wilderness and just look at things, yell as loud as you can, and while you're out in the wilderness and everything, like, just do this stuff, because we don't have a lot of time as to be a kid. And literally, from the moment that we learn to walk to the moment that we're 19, we're literally learning life. We have 19 years to learn life and everything. So we don't have a lot of time and everything. And and she was talking about planting seeds and all of that, and you get to see this thing after you plant it grow into this beautiful thing and everything. And I was just like, oh my god, and everything. Like I was just like, dang, and everything. So eventually, Stargirl breaks up with Leo because for some reason, like that was the most confusing part about the film. One part of the film I just didn't understand. But she's like, you don't know me because for some reason you calling me by my actual name and not the name that I told you to call me. So I'm gonna dump you, even though you just asked me out to the winter dance. So see ya. So time goes by and everything. They go to the winter dance. Oh no, Leo and his friend go to the winter dance and everything, and his other friends show up. Stargirl happens to show up and everything and says that I got one final gift for you at this point, which by the time, not only has she been giving him ties ever since he was 16 and from him being a regular kid, like I'm assuming 9 to 16, and then giving him a record player. And this was the final gift, and it was him getting the chance to sing in front of everyone for him to literally finish, like, to overcome his fears of singing, because the only time he would ever sing is with his father and everything. So ever since he lost his father, he decided never to sing again and everything. So they happened to sing Just What I Needed, which was a really cool, good song. I do love the song, and everything. And eventually, Stargirl goes missing. Oh no, like leaves and everything. Leo goes to college. Leo and his friends graduate. They go to college. And then at the end of the film, it shows them together, or back together, and in Arizona, which I liked because I'm from Arizona. And not only that, they get married and have a kid. And honestly, this film was very interesting because it's different compared to every other Disney film. But because Disney princess film, because this is mainly focused on a female and everything, and it's not a princess this time. So what do I rate this film? I'm going to give it a 9, just a flat out 9, because I actually enjoyed this film, not just because of the message, but how much even the teens at the school, the main characters are so relatable. Ooh. And the message is just so impactful and everything, and I actually do love this film. I don't even know how I do, but I just do. So that is pretty much it for this review, guys. Stay tuned for Saturday Eve, around 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be having week 5 of Age on Class, and I will see you all next time. Peace, gamer.